Hey guys, I'm here again. This time I'm going to install a Drive Slim, which is just a smart mirror dash cam with a detached front camera and also a rear camera as well. Now for this camera also has the option to detect in case of somebody hits the car when it's parked. It kind of turns on and it starts recording. So for that you also need a kit that connects to your battery. That way it will always stay on even though your car is gonna stay off. So that's one of the things the kit does. Let's see. Alright, so it comes with this, I believe this is for the anti-glare reflection paper. Alright, and this is where the mirror comes. Unfortunately what I did is, without thinking of making the video, I kind of have this one right here, kind of from here. So what I ended up doing is, as you guys can see, I have a bracket in there that goes into the replaces the rearview mirror for the 4Runner. So what I ended up doing is I got this bracket. There's a few in the market, they actually have the holes that you can actually attach it to it. This one, unfortunately, it doesn't. So what I ended up doing some modifications. You're gonna see what's in the box. Like you have your detachable front camera. You have your detachable rear camera. Because it's not attached to the mirror, you can actually put this camera somewhere else. I already have a place where I'm gonna put it. So there we go, and it moves. You can actually see it moves, so you can adjust it. That's the front camera. So it has a small bracket in there that can actually move, and you can actually adjust it. I kind of know now where I'm going to put it, but that's the rear camera. It comes with little bands that you can actually attach to it. I'm going to use those bands in case I have to hold any cables in the back, but I might not. So those are the bands. It also has a GPS. So this is the GPS. And this is the connection to the serial lighter, because I'm gonna connect it to the battery for the protection in case somebody hits me. Is this kit. So basically you have this kit, you have cables that goes to your battery. So this is the cable that goes to your battery. Alright, and then this goes to the mirror. So that goes to your negative, positive to your battery. You have some couple of attachments. This is where you can make it from the B to micro, and some fuse tabs. All right, so to remove the rearview mirror, we're using a Torx head. This one is T20. There we go, T20 to remove it. On it. And unscrew it. You don't have to take it all the way out, and then you should be able to remove the mirror. So let me use two hands and I will remove the mirror. So you guys can actually see how the mechanism works. So basically when it's spinning, the only thing you have to do is kind of push it down. So this is going to be like that, and I push it down, you get loose, and then you can actually lift it. That way it gets loose from here. So, and then I remove this. You can actually see it. That's how you disconnect that. And now I don't have the mirror in there. Okay, so to mount it, just make sure that screw, which this one is a Phillips, make sure it's loose. So when you have to put it in there, it's not going to touch. You're not going to force it. So go ahead and kind of slide it down. Goes like that. See if you guys can actually see it right there. So it kind of goes in there and then it slides down. And then we just have to tie that screw, and it's down, and that's the mirror. And then I'm gonna run the cables and attach it to it at the top, so where all the attachments goes in here. The power, the camera, and the GPS goes in there. The power button is right here. So my hope is to make it look as much as factory as possible. Now this cable right here, I'm gonna tuck them in and hide it. I'm not gonna need it for power. And the front camera is gonna be attached right here. That's when I'm gonna put the front camera facing that way. Okay, so I ended up removing the top console just because I want to make sure I don't see a lot of cables behind here bundle up. So this is the one that goes to the rear camera. This is the cable for the power, so I'm gonna use the same opportunity and run it. And this is the front camera. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of cable in there, and I'm gonna put my front camera right here. So this is the GPS, and then the GPS is gonna go up right here. So the camera is gonna go right there. So I'm gonna run the cables up and hide them and then somewhere. So I'll show you guys when I'm done. But to remove the center console, the only thing you have to do is remove the 2 screws right there, which is this one's right here, and then there's 2 locks in here. So let me flip this. There we go. So this is the 2 screws, and this is the 2 locks that you just have to pull it down and it pops out. Then you just have to disconnect this. In this case, I have a switch, so I have to disconnect that, and then you're done. All right, so let me run the cables and I'll show you guys. Okay, so now I have all the cables tucked in. I put some bubble wrap in there, so just for sound, in case get some noise, some rattling noise. All the cables are there. Goes there. That's my camera. On top is my GPS. That's the bracket. I already secured, and you guys can actually see that I can actually move it with confidence because it's tight. So it's in the back with the bracket that I put on, yeah, and also with the mount that I put on. So I'm confident this is gonna work. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have that all set. The actual kit they come from for the mirror comes with this straight, so it was gonna touch up here if I plug it in this way. So what I ended up doing is I bought a elbow kind of looking thing, so you guys can actually see it. It plugs that way to the back. It's a small cable. It's an adapter basically. So this right here. So now the cable that I'm running from the battery is gonna go right there. All right, so I just have to run it. I run it to the front already. So now I need to go up. I have to remove this pillar. You have to remove this little lock. There's a 10mm right there. So you remove that, and I'm gonna run the cable through here and come up here and connect. So right now, so that's the power. That's that. The power. And the cables are right here. I just tuck them in right now. This is my relay box. This is my additional fuse box. This is where it's gonna be connected to. I have a continuous power to this one, and it's gonna connect to that. Okay, so I did all this off camera, but the cable coming from there. Alright, that's what it goes to the front. They come that way, so I protect it with some plastic, some tubing, alright, like that. Secure it, make sure it doesn't gonna get wet, and from that is coming to my additional fuse box. So as you guys can see, I know this video is about the Rearview mirror, but I have all my additional stuff connected to this one. So there's additional relays, that's fuse box. So as you can see, Rearview mirror is right here, so I connected in there. So that's my additional fuse box connected. So it goes that way. So all the positive go right here, the negative up here. Here it is. It's a 3 amp fuse. So that's that. And I can close it, seal it, it's waterproof, and we should be good to go. For the back camera, this cable, I was trying to measure so it can go down and underneath, but it's too short, so I'm gonna have to run it through the top. So I'll get back with you guys and if I figure out how to run that. But all right, so the rear camera, I already plugged it in. the cables are going right here, so I run it this way and it's going all the way around. So just stack them in. You have to remove this to the pillar to run the cable, and then you just kind of pull it and hide it underneath it there. It's gonna go all the way around. This piece is right here, it just clips, so you kind of push it out and then you run the cable in it. Same thing, you can run it, the cable, and hide it through the rubber, going around. And here the same thing, it just clips, so you just have to pull it out, run the cable. Same thing in here, just clips. And finally, so I am at the end right now, which, like I said, this is just clips too. Pull it out, I have the cable right here. Right, there's the cable that goes to the back camera. Now, here's the back camera. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera right here. I'm going to use the hole. They have it in there for the little push secure things. So I'm going to attach it in there. What I have to do in this one is make that hole a little bigger. I'm just going to drill it, make it a little bit bigger so I can actually put the camera right there. It's going to be facing out, so I think it's the right spot to put it. And the cables are going to just run through the edge right here. So the cables are going to go like that and to the camera. So I'm going to tuck the rest in. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'll show you guys as soon as I get the camera mount. Alright, so show you guys to the point that I got the cable on here. So I ran the cable through here underneath this because I removed those clips. So I ran the cable, comes out right there, has the camera right there, and I secure it with the little secure in there. So I've already turned on the rearview mirror and it looks good. I mean, it's clear. So we'll see. I mean, I still have the protection in there of the camera, but I'm still working on it. As you guys see, it's nighttime right now, so I'm gonna continue tomorrow with the front. But so far, this is what I got. All right, so everything is put back together. See, I run the cable. You don't even see the cable on the sides. I ran it through it all the way through. Goes underneath here, comes out in here. Right here has a screw, so you need to remove. So, alright. So there we go. So that's the mirror right there. That's actually pretty cool. So from here, as you can see, it's that recording already. You can shift it to the front. You guys remember that's what the front is. Also, you can have both right there. So, and now the way that I set it up is default to the back. Now that I have connected directly to the battery, right now the car is not on. So, and this is how it looks. So, you guys can actually see it. I can see in the back with no problem. Around, see that little black thing in there? That's the camera facing the back. Alright, so this is it. I have the camera right now. The reason that it works, even though the car is off, is because it's connected to the constant power directly to the battery, and the reason is because of the sensor for in case somebody get hit my car or something like that. So so you have to work them out with the settings. It's gonna come out because I turn them on, automatically goes to the back. So now when I turn them off, I believe you have settings in there you can actually time off. So here it is, Rearview camera, digital Rearview camera with a dash cam, front cam, and a back cam. Alright, so let me know what you guys think.